So, this topic is very, very frustrating. I'm an adult person who reads young adult books, also teen books in Canada. I don't know why the labels are different, but I saw this comment on Vulture's Facebook page basically saying that people who read, or adults who read YA, are weirdly obsessed. I am so sick of society in general condemning people for reading books that are outside of their target age audience. I don't know why this is the way the world works, but to me it's just condescending and so freakishly annoying. Reading whatever you want is not a crime, and sure, there are people out there that'll be like, oh, okay, what are you doing here? What are you doing in this section? You're not in this age group. I don't give a shit. I love to read. I will read anything. I will read a cereal box. I will read the side of a milk carton. Like, doesn't matter. I'll read it. It is knowledge. It is information getting soaked into your brain, and it'll stay there. That, to me, is what reading does, and books is how we get it. And I don't know why. Reading is subjective, just like art. If you look at a painting, someone else will be like, oh, that is the really ugliest painting I've ever seen, and then someone else will be like, oh, but I see blah blah blah. It's the same thing with books. If you pick up a book and you loved it, and then your friend goes, I hated it, that's okay, because everyone is entitled to their own opinion. The only thing that really bothers me with this is the stereotype and the labeling and the fact that people have to be put into boxes. I don't care if your skin is purple or your hair is green. I don't give a shit. If your personality sucks, I'm not going to talk to you. If you have the most beautiful personality and you look in a way where people don't like it, I don't care. I'll talk to you anyway. It's the inside that counts. And I've always done this in my life, especially in high school. In society, in the world, if you walk out there, everything is judged on appearance. Everything is judged on appearance, and I know that's how it is. It is terrible. Is it a terrible thing? But I am that person that will always see the inner beauty instead of the outside. And I just hope that most people will keep doing the same thing that I've been doing, because it bothers me so much. Let's say, for example, books. You see a terrible cover, but you read it anyway. I will love it, and I will share it, and it'll become one of my favorites. And that has happened. I've read indie books where I loved it and the cover wasn't that great. For example, one of the books that came out that was getting a ton of buzz and publicity everywhere in the blogging community, The Winner's Curse by Marie Rotkowski. Beautiful cover, right? Haven't seen something like this in a while, where she's looking at the top of her head and the typography is, vertical. This is a fantasy book, and I love fantasy, and the reviews were coming in. I was getting super excited about it. The hype monster bit me, and I wanted to read it, so I requested it, and after I read it, did not like it. I gave it a 2 out of 5. It was slow, and I was just so bored. But that's my opinion, and it's okay too. Other people loved it. That's okay too. It's just, it bothers me when people will just label something and not care that it'll, condemn people or hurt people's feelings, or I it's just mean and insignificant, and I don't like that you spread that type of behavior around on the internet. It should be positive. But yeah, I know I can get on rants, and this is a rant to me too, but I just don't like that stereotype where adults should be reading adult books and children should be reading children's books. Like, what the hell? This is the 21st century, and everyone should be free to read whatever the fuck they wanted. And I'm sorry for my language. When I get really heated, I will start swearing like a sailor. So yeah, just, oh, I'm sorry if this turned out into such a rant, and I know my thoughts were all over the place, but if you agree with me, let me know in the comments below. I know I'm not the only one that feels this way, because I just hate this stereotype. So until next time, bye guys.